What's going on, guys? Welcome back to From the Red Carpet. So I have some Black Panther 2 news for you. Are we finally seeing Namor in the MCU? And also, Spider-Man No Way Home. There's a lot of speculation surrounding Tobey and Andrew showing back up. But is that true? What I can say is, some other Spider-Man characters will be in the film. Let's find out who. So, with the sad passing of Chadwick Boseman, the MCU was at a loss on what to do with the sequel. Originally, it looked like Wakanda was gearing up to take on Atlantis and introduce us to Namor The Sub-Mariner. Because in the comics, Wakanda and Atlantis were constantly at war, like all the time. But then, of course, they had to reevaluate what to do. Kevin Feige and the team at Marvel definitely did not want to recast T'Challa, so instead, for a while at least, it looked like Shuri might be the new Black Panther. And it still might be true. But with the release of a new Phase 4 trailer, we got the new title for Black Panther 2, which will be called Wakanda Forever. It said that they chose this title to pay homage to Chadwick Boseman. But, will we still be getting Namor? Tenoch Huerta has been cast as the film's main villain, but it's unclear as to who he'll be playing. I mean, it's still entirely possible that he will in fact be Namor, but it hasn't been said. Martin Freeman, the actor who plays Everett Ross in the MCU, stated that after going over the script with director Ryan Coogler, he wasn't really understanding his character's direction in the film, but he did go on to say that it did in fact pay tribute to Boseman. So we know that we're in for a pretty good sequel, but we don't know if Namor will be in it or not. My guess is, if we do see him, he'll be played by this guy. Moving on, we may not know for sure if Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield will appear in the new Spider-Man movie, but I can say we'll be getting a different Mary Jane and an Aunt May. One thing for sure is that the trailer is right around the corner. With the film debuting on December 17th, it's about time we start seeing some footage. As far as villains go, we haven't even seen Electro yet. I mean, Doc Ock will look exactly the same as he did in Spider-Man 2, because he's literally jumping over from the very end of that movie. But Jamie Foxx even said Electro will look completely different and probably have his classic look. Now, they're even saying that Willem Dafoe might reprise his role as the Green Goblin. And that one's a bit of a stretch. I don't know. Anyway, the trailer should be here either next month or in July. So back to Tobey and Andrew. With the hype of the Multiverse of Madness and the rumor that Tobey might have a cameo in that, plus, with the animated Spider-Verse movie, fans are under the impression that all three Spider-Men will appear in No Way Home. And trust me, I hope they do. But Andrew Garfield has blatantly denied any involvement, while Tobey, on the other hand, was a little bit more dodgy about it. It could just be a misdirection, but who's to say? Further proof of Tobey's involvement in the film came in the form of Kirsten Dunst, who will in fact be reprising her role as Mary Jane Watson. We know this because there's evidence on the casting list of somebody working with her as her costumer, which essentially means that somebody on set was assigned to make her costumes, so yeah. There's also a theory that we'll see the Amazing Spider-Man's Aunt May, aka Sally Field, because apparently she's been spotted on set. But as far as I can tell, this looks like Marissa Tomei, the current Aunt May, so I really don't think so. But if we were to get Sally Field, it would be really stupid not to have Andrew Garfield too. When are we getting the Black Widow movie? Well, I know it was supposed to come out in like May or something of last year, and then now it's like July of this year, and there's like 15 dates or something in between. It kept jumping, back and forth. And honestly, I think we just kind of forgot about it. Like, we were really excited because it was supposed to kick off Phase 4 of the MCU, and then COVID happened, and then, yeah, it just kind of fell apart. And we did get WandaVision, and we're getting Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is great, but this one seems like people just kind of like gave up on it. That being said, there's a new trailer out, and we're going to go ahead and check it out real quick.
You don't know everything about me. I've lived a lot of lives before I was an Avenger, before I got this family. Mistakes. Choosing between what the world wants you to be and who you are. We have to go back to where it all started.
Where did you think I was all this time?
We have unfinished business.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
I'm sorry. We had our orders and we played our roles.
It wasn't real.
It was real to me. To me, you were everything.
Bring her home.
Put your seatbelts on.
She's such a mom.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
So first of all, personally, I never really lost hype for this movie. Of course, I still want to see it. I'm let down that it didn't happen when it happened, but, you know, that's life. It looks like we're getting a lot more of Natasha's past, a lot more of her childhood in this one. And I know that in Endgame, when they go to Vormir, Red Skull says that Natasha is like the daughter of Dreykov. And I'm thinking it's just like some dude that ran like that academy or something that like trained all those girls. Even though I'm pretty sure that was Iron Maiden. But anyway, yeah, so apparently Dreykov is David Harbour, who is also Red Guardian. So that's clearly two different people. Maybe his last name really is Dreykov, and maybe that is Natasha's father. We don't know. I'm not really too familiar with the Black Widow comics, so I'm not really sure what to believe here. But, you know how MCU changes everything around to accommodate the movies. It would be cool, though, if Red Guardian was Black Widow's father. And we see a lot more of the Taskmaster, which a lot of people on social media are just saying that it's Hawkeye, like under another spell. I really doubt that they're going to hypnotize the dude twice. Like, that's fucked up. Like, oh, Loki got you, and then, yeah, also, these Russians got you too? Like, it's just, no, that's not a thing. Taskmaster, and I'll do another video on this closer to the time the movie comes out, but Taskmaster is one of, like, her old love flings, and I forget the guy's actual name, but, he's pretty much just, like, a copycat of every Avenger. Like, he's got, like, Captain America's shield, and Iron Man's, like, AI, Hawkeye's bow and arrow, Black Panther's claws. He's pretty much just like an amalgam Avenger, I guess. But anyway, that's who that guy is. Is like one of her old love interests. I'm getting a lot more of Yelena Belova in this, who I think is going to become the next Black Widow. There's a lot of speculation, you know, a while back saying that like they switched places or like they did some kind of face-off scenario. So a lot of people think that Yelena Belova actually fell to her death at Vormir and not Natasha. I'm pretty sure Natasha's dead, and also this chick will become the next Black Widow for the Avengers down the road somewhere. That's what I think. And they also showed something with her hooked up to AIM technology. That could have just been a mislead. I don't know. We see a lot of the same footage here, and a lot of like old recycled in-game footage. But I still am pretty hyped for this. And we know that it's coming out this July 9th, I think. Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. Red Guardian, Iron Maiden, who apparently is the main villain, Yelena Belova, Taskmaster, and of course Black Widow. Well, we'll have to wait and see, guys. We got a few months to go, and yeah. Alright guys, well that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching episode 3 of From the Red Carpet. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.